if you're finding the built-in checkbox element a little bit inflexible, here's an alternative. So I want a checkbox for users to tick to say that they agree to my T's and C's when they fill in the registration form. And so we'll get rid of this. And I'm going to build this using a group and an icon and a label. So the built-in icon, there. And in font awesome, I believe I'm looking for not box, square. And let's go for that. And let's make it a light grey. Okay, now I'm going to add in my label. Brilliant. Just repositioning it a bit. Okay, so I now need an action to take place if someone was to click on either the icon or my text here. So let's give that a label. So now if I click on here, I need to be able to save the data, but not save it into the database because my user isn't registered yet. So I need to use a custom state. So a custom state could be, I could use the body of the page, I could use any element on here. I just try and build, create a custom state somewhere that makes sense to me so that I can find it later on. So I'm going to name this agreed. And then it's going to be a yes, no. So if a user clicks on that group, I'm going to set state of that group to yes. But, and this is unusual with like a T's and C's box, but what if they were to have clicked on it and then they decide, hang on, no, I don't want that box to be ticked. So I then need two workflows. So this workflow is going to be if only when T's and C's agreed is no, will it make it yes. And I like to use a little bit of color coding here. So green to do something positive, red to remove something. So I'm just duplicating it now. And this will be my negative one. And so I just do the opposite, is yes, agreed becomes no. And so now I have two workflows where if a user clicks on that group, only one of them will activate and it will invert the status of the checkbox. Let's have a look in preview. I can click on it, but nothing's happening. I need to add in a conditional styling statement to my box in order for it to show that show the state. Is it agreed or not agreed? Is it yes? Is it no? So I can go in here and say only when group T's and C's agreed is yes, and then, and this is really nice, I can take the icon and I can change the icon to a checkbox. In fact, I'm even going to make it green. Let's preview that. So click on it, box becomes green. Click on it again, undoes the action. So how would you build this into your registration workflow? Let's see what I have already built on my next button. So I have, when next button is clicked, sign the user up, and I've just connected up the input for the name field and email and password. So I need a yes no field for my terms. And then I take this value from agreed is yes. Okay, and so then that becomes yes when a user goes through the registration process. One final thing, at the moment, if I refresh it, if a user were to click next now and they'd got these other fields filled in, they would progress onto the next step and it would just record a no in the database for the terms. So I can go onto the button and go conditional when, and this is where I'm storing my temporary data in a custom state, agreed is no. I then make this isn't clickable. So now I have to check this in order, you can see with the mouse, the hand pointer, for it to become clickable. So that's just one approach to get around the lack of flexibility and styling that comes with the default checkbox in Bubble.